Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am so excited to try this out. I got a good sneak preview. I did not think that they would send it like this though, which is really funny. I paid for this, PS, just so we're all like aware of that. I purchased this myself. This is not PR, but it wasn't available for a few weeks and I DM'd the company and they ended up sending over like a sneak peek and they actually put it in this box that says an exclusive first look. This is for Tati Westbrook. It's the world's first silicone infused makeup sponge. Even though they sent it over, I feel like I always want to give you guys the real deal. And in the past, we know, like we all know, we were there, the Silla sponge. Oh my God, is anyone still using that? And I called it. I was like, every good review is only gonna last for so long. And my prediction was that in a year, no one would be putting their foundation on with the silicone sponge as far as like doing, you know, makeup tutorials. And a lot of people were like really into it. And I just thought it was a fad. And it was. But lo and behold, we have another way to put on our foundation, our cream products, our primers, our liquids. And this actually looks really promising. It's kind of the best of both worlds. It is shaped very similarly to a beauty blender, beauty sponge. It looks like just a typical spongy sponge. It looks like a normal sponge, but you are supposed to wet it. Same thing as you do with this guy right here that I love and adore. And you're just like, you're the number one, you're the best. Don't get jealous. We're just trying something new. The silicone infused super sponge. I think the name is really cute. However, when you just type in super sponge on Google, SpongeBob pops up. I thought that was kind of funny. Okay, hashtag super sponge. It feels like you can feel the silicone a little bit, but what I was worried about was that this was going to be a firm, hard sponge, and it's not, you guys. It's squishy.
I shall call him Squishy and he shall be mine.
It's actually like the same kind of squish. Like what? So I am really curious about this. It's kind of glittery too. Wow. So easily distracted. Okay, so you get a little cleaner, Madoo. Hello. I have a blood blister. I got nipped by a dog. I don't know what to do about this. Anyway, any doctors in the house, tell me. I have no idea what to do. I always lose these. Like any like little add-on accessory, it just like somehow just wanders away and I lose it. And for some reason, these kind of things just like, do I need this? Do I need you? Another piece of clutter that I really kind of don't want. This says that it is non-absorbent. So you're going to save 2 to 4 times more of your foundation, whereas the beauty blender or any other sponge, it's very porous. It actually pulls some of the product back. I actually kind of like that because it allows the makeup to look more natural and you kind of press and pull and press and pull. And I've gotten in the habit of using a decent amount of foundation because I know that this right here is going to take away a lot of what I have on my face. So I am going to be mindful to not use as much with something like this that has silicone infused in it, coated on it. We're gonna learn more. Okay, so it's the one and only super sponge. Yes, one and only super sponge. It scrubs clean. It's antibacterial because the silicone infused barrier limits bacteria. I love that because actually I am a nutcase about cleaning my beauty sponges. I even had a video about putting it in the microwave because I did that with my dish sponges because I watched on Dr. Oz that that's something that you could do. And then I was like, hey, I can do that with my sponges. Bam, same thing. You don't want to cook it for 3 minutes though. Someone emailed me and they're like, I put my sponge in the microwave for 10 minutes straight. It exploded and melted. It's all your fault. And I'm like, yeah, don't do that. Don't put it in, don't cook it in there. It doesn't need to be cooked. You just want to get the bacteria off of it and a microwave will zap the bacteria off of your sponges. I will link that video below. This is brilliant. Oh my God. Oh my God, this company actually really A+'d it all the way. I think this might work. What? This is silicone coated on a sponge, but they were so smart to leave the bottom open. So the directions say after you wet this and it expands, which let's go do that. Oh my God, it's growing. What? I'm amazed. Attention class, we may have a new front runner sponge. I am more optimistic about this by the minute. So you have silicone coating on the majority of the sponge itself up to the point. Then the base is just sponge and it is so soft. So soft. You can use this to apply lotion, primer, concealer, etc. Get wild. It doesn't say that. I added that. Improv. It says that your silicone coating will naturally soften up after a few uses. Okay. But that's so funny. Your silicone will soften up. That's kind of the same thing with a boob job. How they're like, it's gonna be kind of hard at first and then they'll drop. Don't panic. Okay, so this says use the uncoated base to gently buff out. Don't apply foundation directly with it, or you'll cause your sponge to get dirty and degrade like a regular sponge. Before we hop in 5,000 years later to my foundation, I would like to do a public service announcement right now. Are we ready? Hi, I'm Tati Westbrook, and I'm here to encourage you all when your brush or sponge or really freaking anything in your makeup routine looks nasty to the eye or smells weird, it might be time to throw that in the bin or lather up with a little bit of soap. Less acne. You're welcome. The more you know. My sister's makeup bag, I always like shade my sisters. They're not into makeup anywhere near as much as I am. Most people on planet Earth are not, so it is what it is. But I was going through her makeup bag and I'm like, when did you wash this last? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, you can't even remember? Like, this is a problem. Wash your sponges. So anyway, let's put on foundation. Let's do it. I'm going to use L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in the shade 420. Dash of this, dash of that. I have already primed my skin with, you guessed it, Tarte, and I used something different. I didn't use my gripping primer because it's still in my bag. I was out of town and I'm too lazy to go get it. So I used my double Tenseur from Sisley. All right, let's go in. You see this? One lonely friend right here. It's because of my period. Thanks, Mother Nature, for ruining my life every month. I really am going to give it like my best effort to not overuse. Man, why didn't I think of this? Okay, you know what? I know I always complain about my camera being stationary and how I hate having to move it forward because I don't have a zoom and I have to switch the lenses and everything, but I'm not gonna be lazy. We need a closer look. So let's take a closer look. This is pretty cool. So far, I haven't even used the bottom portion and it is spreading the makeup out so beautifully. What in the heck? I'm blown away, fully. This allowed me to use like a quarter of what I normally use. I have so much left and my full face is covered already. So I am really excited that this smoothed everything out. I'm gonna try picking up the foundation directly on the sponge instead of putting it on the face first and go over the areas where I normally like to do this with just a little bit of extra foundation, just a little more coverage right where I need it. And what's nice is the foundation is not sucking through the sponge, so you really have a lot that you can work with. I'm pleasantly surprised. What in the heck? Why did this not happen sooner? This is a really good thing. I do want to take a little bit of concealer. This is normally what I would do with my beauty blender, and I am going to, that's too dark. It turns out I'm not JLo after all. Why am I so pale? Let's try that again, but with the shade Medium Sand from e.l.f. Not gonna use this on my face. If you watch this video, you know why, but it does work wonders underneath the eye, and it's $5. Also, there's a loud plane. Hi, I have attention issues. Na, 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 na. Oh my God, it's like it presses it into every wrinkle. Oh my God, this sponge is turning back the clock. I promise you all, this is not sponsored. I bought it myself. I don't have a code for you. I don't even know who these people are. So far, I really like this. I'm just gonna take the bottom portion and kind of clean up the face a little bit with the sponge part. Not bad. I'm gonna take my contour cushion that I showed off in my K-Beauty video. I really, really love this. This is from Peripera. I picked this up at CVS, and I am going to lightly stamp this in the hollows of my cheek. In the hollows. I'm fired. I fire myself. Wow, I sit out here alone and talk to a camera. Just think about that for a minute and feel better about your life. In the back to my sponge. And now we're going to dab my contour in. This is making the weirdest noise though. It is so ASMR. Yes. Hey you guys, do you remember that one time when I turned into J-Lo? Wasn't that a great video? I'll link it below. Okay, the fact that I did not super conceal, use a heavy amount, and that I didn't use a lot of product, I think this is looking so nice. I am going to finish up the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. You guys, this is probably one of the best new beauty tools I have discovered in a very, very long time. I am so excited to use this again. It worked. I did not expect it to work this well because of my past experiences with silicone. So let me break it down really quickly. The good things that it did is it smoothed out my lines, especially underneath my eyes. I have a hard time with concealer. You know, it clumps up on us all. It doesn't matter what your age is. If you have any smile lines, that's a tough area to deal with when you're doing foundation, concealer, all of that. So the silicone part of this, because it's a little bit firmer, allows you to almost kind of like you're smoothing out icing on a cake. It allows you to just smooth out underneath there and then go in with powder. Now, I love that they also have the open end on the bottom, which if you feel like something is too heavy, you still have the ability in one tool to grab it and have the sponge part kind of draw the foundation in. So I love the way that this is made. I kind of feel like, why did I not think of this? Or why didn't someone think of this sooner? But you know, beauty innovation is so cool. When things that we use in our everyday routine get better, huge win. I think this is gonna be a mega hit. I think a lot of people are gonna fall in love with this product. It does not harbor bacteria as easily as a normal sponge because of the silicone. It's said to wash cleaner. I will leave in the description box that actually happened. And it made my foundation stretch miles. I did not use as much product as I normally do, so that is a huge win. You're not gonna waste as much, save money. It's about the same price as a beauty blender. I think it's gonna go up once they actually start selling. You can pre-sell right now for $19. It is gonna cost you a little bit more in the future, but I do hope that they have success with this company because it's really cool. Additional information. The packaging is purple, it's purple. I love purple. I'm into this. I think it is A+, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know the drill. Thumbs it up, leave comments, share the video. Be sure that you are subscribed and that you ring that bell so you are notified of my upcoming videos. I plan on doing more OMGs because I'm back in the game of basically makeup roulette. It's kind of dangerous. It can go one of two ways. You can look great, you can look terrible, but together we go on a makeup journey and we find out what is new and awesome, and also on the flip side, what is new and just is no good at all. So there you have it. Leave your requests if you see something kind of crazy that you want me to try on camera. I love hearing from you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this. All right, I'm gonna go have a good makeup day. I hope you guys are having an awesome day too, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.